Hello, check 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for 2.
Still backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it on a goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the 3, and it's good!
Ulstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Whoever wins tonight's girls basketball game between Rugby and Thompson will be able to say that they're number 1 in Class B girls basketball. How you doing, everyone? I'm Joe Lancello joining you tonight from Thompson, where the number 1 ranked Thompson Tommies are taking on the number 2 ranked Rugby Panthers. And our pregame show brought to you by Irie Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. IHRYINS.com. Both teams come into this game with 15-1 records. Thompson has won 14 in a row, and they're coming off a win Tuesday night at Midway Minto by a score of 87-30. Rugby with a 15-0 record. They are coming off a win on Tuesday at Velva by a score of 61-36. The JV game that just ended saw Thompson come from behind to defeat Rugby 40-35. So if we kind of have that kind of excitement for 32 minutes here, we should be in line for a dandy basketball game. We'll hear from both the coaches, Jen Brossard of Rugby and Jason Brent of Thompson, when we return after these messages on YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
In Grand Forks and Lakota, see Chris Moen, your agent with answers.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
We continue with our pregame show brought to you by IRE Insurance. Rugby against Thompson, girls high school basketball tonight from Thompson. Jen Brozart is the coach of the Rugby Panther girls basketball team. Coming in ranked number 2 in the state. Talk about how your season has gone.
Well, I mean, I think we've had a really good season overall. You know, we've had the opportunity to get lots of girls in multiple, games, so that's been good for us. We had a tournament to start our season with the CNDC. They gave us a good test with St. John in the championship game there, so that was good. We have a really good, solid region down there in Region 6, so, we got Botno and Our Redeemer, South Prairie, so we've been fortunate to get the Botno game and then playing Shiloh Christian, Carrington. So we've had a really good schedule over the course of our season here. So obviously coming down here to Thompson, this was a big coup for us to get this game just last year when we lined it up. So we kind of knew what teams we'd have this coming up. So it turned out, it probably worked out okay for us.
Looking at your roster, the last time I saw so many seniors bunched together, it was a graduation.
Right? Yeah, 9 girls. A lot of that credit goes to a couple of parents and Scotty Auk and Mike Heideball. They got these 2 girls together when they were little girls, 2nd and 3rd graders, and they just kept them together. They didn't go cherry pick off from other towns and get a stud here and a stud there. They just kept these girls together. They played their games the way they wanted to play them. They went to travel tournaments. Probably sowed their oats a little bit in some of those games against some beefed up teams from the Minets and the Bismarcks. But, these kids have stayed together. They know each other very well. They're the closest of friends. And so, yeah, senior heavy team, but the greatest leaders around and really showing our younger girls what's to come. And so we do lose a lot, but I think we'll be okay next year.
Experience certainly one strong point of the Panthers. What are some other strong points?
Well, I think we have a lot of length and a lot of depth. We do go fairly deep on our bench. We'll go at times 10 deep, depending on the circumstances. So a lot of our girls will give us spot minutes. Obviously, the starting 5 gets the bulk of those minutes, but Lacey DePlazes and Elise Fonstock have really come off the bench for us well this year and gave us some very good minutes and allowed some of our starters to get some valuable rest heading into the 3rd and 4th quarters.
Now you take on a Thompson team that moved past you in the Class B rankings, although it can also be said that the only ranking that really matters is the one at the end of the year and mine out at the state tournament. What do you know about them?
Well, obviously Thompson's got a legacy of girls basketball, well coached. Jason Brenn's been around for a long time and is a heck of a basketball coach. I got to know Jason back a couple of years ago when we coached together at the Lions All-Star game back in 2019. And he's just a great basketball coach. He's got a great basketball mind, and he passes that down to his players, all the way back from Mackenzie Hughes and now Olivia Dick and the Schwab girl and Tozer. So, I mean, it's just great basketball IQ around this country. And it was, like I said, great for us to be able to come down here to get to play these guys. Good friendship between 2 coaches and just a great way to close out on a Friday night, I guess.
What will be the important things for your team tonight?
Well, we have to have ball security. I think sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves and we get carried away and start tossing the ball around in inopportune moments. So right now we're heading into postseason. We got to start taking care of the basketball. I think another area of concern is obviously Thompson transitions really well. So we want to make sure we're getting back on defense and, switching things up a little bit. But overall, we just got to come and play good basketball. Wins and losses take care of themselves. Like you said, the rankings, we don't pay much attention to them. By next week, everybody's 0-0, or at least in our area, because we get to district tournament time. Everybody's 0-0, and we start from scratch. And so that's the way we approach things. In 48 hours, we're done with the regular schedule, and we're moving on to the district tournament, and our schedule goes back to 0-0.
We'll see what happens. Should be fun tonight. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
That's Jen Bozart, the coach of the Rugby Panthers. We'll continue with our IRE Insurance pregame show after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
Have you adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
We continue with our Irie Insurance pregame show. Girls basketball tonight. Number 2 Rugby at number 1 Thompson. Jason Brennan, the coach of the Tommies, joins us now. And that's got to be nice to hear a couple of words that go together. Number 1 ranked Tommies.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing to hear. You know, we're really trying to preach to the girls how it's just a number at this point in time. You know, it's assigned to us for a reason, though. You know, we've played some pretty good ball, and we're proud of the fact that we've kind of worked our way up the ranks this season, and, you know, things are going our way right now. But we also know that there's a lot of season left, and we got some really good teams on our schedule ahead of us. So, you know, it's where we want to be at the end of the year, but right now it's not that. But it's just a matter of using that number maybe as motivation and not buying too much into it.
The winning streak now at 14 after you finished the month of January with road wins at Drayton Valley, Edinburgh, and against Midway Mitchell earlier this week.
Yeah, you know, there are a couple good wins for us. You know, anytime you get region wins, and we play them once on the schedule, so they're 2-pointers, so that helps us with the seeding towards the regional tournament. And that's the number that we're really focused on right now. We want to get that 1 seed, and winning those games is going to help us do that. So, you know, anytime you can go, you know, whether it be on the road or at home this time of year, you're kind of in that grind a little bit, and the kids start getting a little tired, and coaches probably get a little crabbier. But, you know, anytime you can get those wins and keep everybody going in the right direction and getting better, that's a good thing.
Looking at some of the numbers and such, Addison Sage is the leading scorer, and she comes off the bench, and it would appear that she's quite happy with that.
Well, you know, Addison's a basketball player, and the one thing that we really appreciate with Addie is she just wants to win. She wants to do what's best for the team, and yeah, she's leading us in scoring right now by, you know, percentage points. We've got, I want to say we got about 4 kids that are sitting in that 10-11 range, and then we got 2 more in the 7-8 range. So we got a lot of nice balance right now, and that's a combination of some of our big players and some of our small players. So it makes you a little harder to defend, you know, and when you have kids that buy into their role. And that's something we try to preach, is know your role, accept your role, and own your role. And Addie's done that. And, you know, we love having her as that little spark plug coming off the bench and giving us a little boost when we need it.
What have been some of the highlights of those last 2 games that you've played?
Well, you know, there have been highs and lows. I know some of the highlights definitely is we've been getting up and down the floor and hitting some shots. We've hit a lot of shots, and that's something that, you know, has been happening for quite a while now, to where our shooting percentage has been pretty high, which is a nice thing. And, you know, that's a combination of good shooters, but it also means that we're making good decisions and finding good shots. So we're really happy with that. I think our ball movement's been really good, and like I said, we've spent a lot of time on that decision making, and I think some of the young girls now are getting a little bit better, and I think some of our old girls are starting to play better, and we're just gelling on that side of the ball. And, you know, we've had some situations where we felt we could have played a little bit better defense, and anytime we've challenged these kids, they've stepped up. And, you know, a couple games ago we challenged them at halftime, and they came out and held the team scoreless in the 3rd quarter. So, you know, what's nice about this team is you can get on them a little bit and challenge them, and they seem to respond.
This would seem to be a challenge tonight, a Rugby team that had been ranked number 1 in the state and is a more experienced team and a taller team.
Yeah, they are. They're a good team. They've had a heck of a program now for a lot of years, and they got hit with that injury bug last year. Otherwise, they probably would have been in that state tournament. And bringing those kids back has been invaluable for them. Experience that they got, even when they did have kids down with injury, it's probably benefiting them now this year. They had their first loss of the season last week against Shiloh Christian, who is another great ranked team in the state, and Rugby played that without possibly their best player in Heilbach. So we know that wasn't maybe the best Rugby team. We know that they could be better with having all their kids there healthy, but it's just a good team. It's a good program. They're known for playing kind of a fast style, which we like playing this year as well. So it's going to be a matter of who can maybe pull the reins back a little bit and keep the ball from bouncing off the end line wall. But defensively is going to be the key in rebounding for both teams, I think.
Playing fast but under control.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game. Everybody likes to play fast, but not everybody can play fast. So if you can keep the kids under control, like I said, not turn the ball over, you're going to have a little bit of advantage because you might get some cheap buckets out of it in the form of a layup or two.
We'll see what happens tonight. Best of luck.
Hey, thanks, Joe.
That's Jason Bren, coach of the Thompson Tommies. We'll continue with our pregame show. We'll have the starting lineups for you as Thompson hosts Rugby and girls basketball. Back after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Fact. High schools need every sports official they can find. Want to ensure that kids keep playing? Become an official and a leader. Over 25,000 North Dakota student athletes participate in statewide school-sponsored sports programs. Sports provide students with real-time training for real life. Teamwork and planning under pressure provide our young men and women with skills that will serve them throughout their lives. Without officials, high school sports wouldn't exist. It may be more.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
At the Thompson Public School, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit the website tps-k12.org for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and information on the construction project and new addition at the Thompson Public School. Follow them on social media and find Tommy Pride with student updates and events with the Thompson Public Schools. Stay in touch with your children's education or find out why the Thompson Public Schools is right for you. tps-k12.org.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro wants to thank all of its members and everyone who played the course during the 2022 golf season. We appreciate all the local and area golfers who played our 9-hole course and look forward to seeing you again in the spring. Goose River Golf Club is just a short drive from Fargo and Grand Forks. Call 218-779-2658 for more information or visit our website, GooseRiverGolfClub.com. Welcome back to Thompson, and time now for our starting lineups. Brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower-owned. CrystalSugar.com. For the Rugby Panthers in black, white, and orange, number 5, Kendall Hager is a 5'9 senior. Number 10, Joran Junt is a 5'7 senior. Number 11, Peyton Hauk, a 5'11 senior. Number 12, Michael Heidelberg is a 5'11 senior. And number 13, Joey Wolf is a 5'10 senior. Jen Brosart, the coach of rugby, the Panthers 15-1 overall, 8-0 in District 11 play and 8-0 in Region 6 play. Now for the Thompson Tommies in the home whites. With green and black, number 1, Olivia Dick is a 5'4 senior, averaging 10 points a game. Number 2, Sydney Schwabe is a 5'4 junior, averaging 9.4. Number 10, Clara Stevens, a 5'10 senior, averaging 7.6 points and 6.3 rebounds a game. 22 is Kaya Hurst, a 5'6 freshman, averaging 12.4 points and 6.6 rebounds. And number 33, Brenna Martin, a 6' junior, averaging 7.4 points and just over 6 rebounds a game. Jason Brenn, the coach of Thompson, the Tommies 15-1 on the year, same record as rugby. Thompson ranked number 1 in the state, rugby ranked number 2. And our scoreboard brought to you by Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Company, serving Thompson and surrounding communities. Talk with Chris for your insurance. Rugby's only loss this season was to Shiloh Christian. They are ranked number 6 in the state this week on the Class B poll. Thompson's only loss was to Kenmare Bullbells, ranked 4th this week, and they started the season at number 1. Hauk against Martin, and the tap controlled by Rugby, the Panthers in black with white and orange. Heidelberg, top of the key, gives her Hager on the left wing around a screen. In for Wolf in the left block, back off for Hager. Shot off the bracket, no good. Clara Stevens, the rebound for the Tommies. Schwabe into the front court. Hurst for Schwabe, shot no, rebound controlled by Wolf. Quickly into the front court and a layup up and in by number 11, Peyton Hauk. And Rugby with full court pressure after they get the basket for a 2-0 lead. Dick's pass is intercepted by Heidelbaugh, rather. Hager around a screen to the left. Hauk hands for Wolf. Finds Heidelbaugh down low, missed from in close, and Brenna Martin the rebound for Thompson. Tommy's in transition. Schwabe for Stevens. Trying to back in, triple teamed. And the officials call a held ball, and the ball will stay with Thompson on the arrow, 24 on the shot clock. Here's an Olivia Dick three. Too long. Stevens the offensive rebound. Shot clock still running at 15. The shot has to hit the rim for the shot clock to reset, or go through the rim, whatever works. And the ball taken away. Second Thompson turnover. Almost 2 minutes played. 2-0 in favor of Rugby. Hager, left corner, off the bracket, no. And the Tommies come away with a rebound. Schwabe for Hurst, right baseline. Scramble for the ball, Hurst getting it back for Stevens. Schwabe driving, tried to dish it back for Martin, but was picked off by Heidelbaugh, and we got a foul. First of the game. It's on the Tommies, it's on Kaya Hurst. Sydney Schwabe checks out of the game for Thompson, and number 4, Addison Sage, a 5'3" freshman, it comes in. Rugby on the inbound base, or far sideline in front of the Tommies bench. Hager for Joran Junt. Heidelbaugh around and off, and Stevens a rebound. Tommies with a 5-1 rebounding edge, but they're down on the scoreboard 2-0. Almost 3 minutes played. Heidelbaugh blocked Martin's shot. And now Hager to push it up. Junt's pass to the far side goes out of bounds. First turnover on Rugby. The Thompson fans stand until their team scores. That's why you're seeing so many heads in front of us. Olivia Dick in the front court. Stevens in the lane. Left corner shot is long. Taken by Hurst. And the Panthers get the rebound. Junt for Wolf. Passes tip to Heidelbaugh. Wolf again. Junt for Hager. And lost the ball. Second turnover on Rugby. Tommy's ball. Number 3, Jordan Tozer, a 5'8" sophomore, into the Thompson lineup to replace Clara Stevens. Rugby with a substitution as well. I thought. Baseline drive, Martin losing it. And taken away by Hauk. Jumper off the mark. Tommy's with the rebound. Dick, long pass. Finds Hurst left side. Shot doesn't go. And Hauk the rebound. Still 2-0 in favor of Rugby, more than midway through the opening quarter. Number 3, Elise Fonstock, a 5'7" sophomore, is in the game for Rugby. Heidelbaugh for Hauk. Wolf into the lane, trying to dump it down low, broken up by Martin. Addison Sage drives and scores, and we're tied at 2. Took over 4.5 minutes for the Tommies to get on the board. Hager's pass picked off by Martin. 4 turnovers against Rugby, and I believe in the last 3 possessions they've turned it over. Dick driving. Tozer, left corner 3 doesn't go. Rebound tip. And controlled by Fonstock. Ahead for Heidelbaugh, driving and scoring. Michael Heidelbaugh's first basket. Rugby back in front 4-2. A long pass intended for Martin. She couldn't hang on to it. And it's Rugby basketball. 23, Lacey DePlazes, a 5'11" sophomore, comes into the game for Rugby. And Clara Stevens back into the Thompson lineup. Wolf hands for DePlazes. And she hands for Fonstock around a screen. Fonstock driving the lane, shot no good. Rebound put in by Joran Junt. 6-2 Rugby at the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Stevens pulls up. Shot doesn't go. She got her own rebound and is fouled. Clara Stevens to the line with 1:53 to go in the quarter. That's the first foul on Rugby. It's on Lacey DePlazes. Stevens, a 47.8% free throw shooter, makes the first. Tommy's is a team shooting 60.8% of the free throw line. Tommies have not led. They trail 6-3. We've been tied once at 2. And Stevens beat them both. Little pressure now from Thompson in the backcourt. Wolf left corner. Fake the drive, down for Junt. Doesn't get it. Rebound Sage, and she got fouled. Foul is on Junt, her first, and the second on Rugby. Thompson with the basketball facing the full court press. Sage on the run. Tozer left corner. Back for Sage, fake the three, will put it up and score. Sage ties the game at 6. Minute 20 to go in the quarter. Wolf lost the ball briefly, gets it back. Hager around the screen, pick and roll with Junt and a foul. Second foul on the Tommies. This is on Addison Sage, her first. Rugby will keep the ball as Peyton Hauk and Michael Heidelberg come back into the Panther lineup. 11 and 12 respectively. A three from Wolf, or check that, from DePlaces is off target. Tommies with a chance to take their first lead with under a minute to go in the quarter. Schwabe around a Stevens screen. 18-footer in and out. And the rebound, Heidelbaugh. About a 4-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Hauk with the far coffin corner out for Heidelbaugh. She'll shoot from the top of the key. Shot is short. Dick the rebound. And a steal and a block shot. Olivia Dick with the block. Left corner three. Bingo by Sage. And the Tommies with their first lead at 9-6. Time running out in the quarter. Fonstock's three draws here, and that's the end of the first. A slow start offensively for Thompson, but they heated up. And after one on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard, serving Thompson and surrounding communities. Talk with Chris for your insurance. Thompson 9, Rugby 6. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Back at Thompson, Joe Lancello, number 1 ranked Thompson leading number 2 Rugby 9-6 after the opening quarter. Addison Sage with 7 points off the bench. We talked about her in the pregame show, and she does seem to have delivered that spark to the Tommies. Rugby basketball to start the second quarter. Heidelbaugh, Hager, Hauk, Junt and Wolf, the 5 on the floor for the Rugby Panthers. Wolf's pass in the lane for a Heidelbaugh shot, drops in. 4 for Heidelbaugh. Long pass for Stevens into the front court, she's double teamed. Now Schwabe with a little room. Hurst with a wide open 3 on the left, that's good. 12-8 in favor of Thompson. Rugby does like to double team the ball, even triple team the ball. And if the Tommies can get the ball to the open player, that could mean some trouble for Rugby. Junt guarded by Dick. Now Heidelbaugh threw it away. 5 turnovers against each team. Thompson with their original starting five on the floor. Dick, Schwabe, Stevens, Hurst, and Martin. Rugby likewise with Hager, Junt, Hauk, Heidelbaugh, and Wolf. Schwabe for Hurst. Dick open in the left corner. Shot long. And the rebound, Hauk. Hager trying to go through the crowd and trying to get through that many bodies. It was logical there would be contact. Foul on Sydney Schwabe of Thompson, her first, third-team foul. Kendall Hager, a 5'9 senior, to shoot 2 for Rugby. First one good. Both teams looking to go to 16-1 on the season. Second free throw off the bracket, no good. And Clara Stevens rebounding for Thompson. And Rugby back quickly on defense. Schwabe seeing space. The pass going through a whole bunch of hands. And it's finally Rugby who get control of it. Wolf, left baseline. Off for Hager. Scores a 3. Kendall Hager with 4. And we're tied at 12. Third time we've been tied. And an attempted steal by Junt. She stepped on her over the baseline. The ball was going to stay with Thompson, but takes 4 seconds off the shot clock. Stevens ahead for Schwabe, 2-on-1. Martin wide open left block, missed the shot in close. Had her own rebound, but the ball was tied up. The ball is going to stay with Thompson. And a fresh shot clock. Dick left coffin corner for Schwabe. Back for Dick. Here's a 3 on the way. Too long. And the rebound, Heidelbaugh. Hager, 3 from the top. Hits another one. Hager now with 7. 15-12 Rugby, our second lead change. Dick circles back and gives her Stevens, who sees space and scores. Stevens with 4. Tommy's down 15-14 with under 5.5 to go in the half. And Schwabe with a steal. 2-0 Gold Rush. Schwabe's first basket and puts the Tommies back in front 16-15. Joran Junt for Heidelbaugh. Driving and scoring. 6 for Heidelbaugh. 17-16 Rugby, our fourth lead change. Dick for Schwabe, open 3, yes! Schwabe with 5. Tommy's back up 19-17. Turnaround from the right block, good by Joran Junt. She's got 4, we're tied at 19, our fourth tie. Almost midway through the second quarter. Hager broke up the pass, but Schwabe keeps control for Thompson. Pass for Stevens, wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass. (21-19). Wolf driving the left baseline, back off for Heidelbaugh. Hager for Hauk in the right coffin corner. They swing it back out for Wolf. Heidelbaugh on the left, shot clock at 15. Heidelbaugh for Junt. Hauk with a baseline jumper, too long. Offensive rebound for Wolf. And a pass underneath picked off. 7th turnover against Rugby. Ahead for Hurst to score. Five for Hurst, 23-19 Thompson. 3:20 to go in the half. Hager driving the baseline, staying in bounds the whole way. Heidelbaugh for Junt, triple team to the right block, and a foul on the Tommies. DePlazes comes back into the game for Rugby. They must not have called a foul after all. Ball knocked out of bounds. Still with Rugby. Fonsock back into the game. She'll inbound baseline right, 20 on the shot clock. And for DePlazes, who just came into the game, and she did get fouled. Jordan Tozer with the foul for Thompson. That's her first. 14 fouls on the Tommies with 3:08 to go in the half. And DePlazes misses the first of two. Lacey DePlazes, D-E-P-L-A-Z-E-S. Gets one of two. And Rugby will take a timeout. On the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard, serving Thompson and surrounding communities. Talk with Chris for your insurance. Thompson leads Rugby 23-20. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
In Grand Forks and Lakota, see Chris Moan, your agent with answers.
Tommy's in the front corner under 3 minutes to go in the half. Sage fell. Dick was able to keep the ball. Now Tozer. Three on the way. Off the mark, and nice hustle by Hurst to get the ball back. And a Stevens basket. 25-20, Tommy's with their biggest lead now. 2.5 to go till halftime. And Rugby with a triple substitution on the way at the next whistle. Heidelbaugh for Wolf, back for Heidelbaugh. Drives, overshot the basket. Rebound Hurst. Ahead for Sage. Stevens pass tipped. And the ball tied up, and it will go to Rugby. End of the game for the Panthers, number 40, Janika Miller, a 6'2 senior in the game for the first time. 24, Savannah McCall, a 6-foot senior in the game for the first time. And Kendall Hager returns to the Rugby lineup, joining Wolf and Heidelbaugh. Tozer out, Sydney Schwabe back in for Thompson. Under 2 minutes to go on the half. Rugby down 5 with the ball. Wolf left corner three, too long. And Hurst the rebound. Dick for Stevens. Schwabe open three from the top. And Heidelbaugh the rebound. Hager with a runner. Nope. Rebound tipped. And controlled by Hurst. Ahead for Sage, ahead of the crowd to lay it up and in. 9 for Sage. 27-20. Tommy's 1-3-1 zone from the looks of things. McCall. Hager with a three. This one is a little bit short, and Schwabe the rebound. Under a minute to go in the half. Hurst with a three, off the mark. And the ball will go to Rugby with 43.3 to go in the half. And the Panthers down by 7, 27-20. Thompson ranked number 1 in Class B girls basketball. Rugby ranked number 2. Hager for Heidelbaugh. And Hager again. And Heidelbaugh again. Nice pass, finds Janica Miller for a bucket, her first. 27-22. Final seconds of the half. Tommies will have the last shot. Hurst, right corner three, high off the bracket, no good. Rebound, Hager. Heidelbaugh from midcourt draws air. And we are at halftime. And as predicted, number 1 versus number 2 in girls basketball Class B is a pretty good game. Our score on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard, serving Thompson and surrounding communities. Talk with Chris for your insurance. It's Thompson 27 and Rugby 22. Back after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online, firststatebanks.com.
Welcome back to Thompson. Joe Lancello with you. We're at halftime girls high school basketball, and it's the number 1 ranked Thompson Tommy girls, number 1 in Class B, leading the number 2 Rugby Panthers 27-22. We've had 4 ties, 5 lead changes. Rugby getting off to a 6-2 start in this game. It took Thompson over 4.5 minutes to get their first points. But the Tommies finished the quarter on a 7-0 run and led at 9-6 after the first frame. And the Tommies would take it 27-20 lead late in the second quarter. And right now that lead is 27-22. Pretty balanced scoring attack for Thompson, led by freshman Addison Sage off the bench with a 3 and 3 twos for 9 points. Clara Stevens, 3 baskets, 2 of 2 at the line for 8. Sydney Schwabe, a 3 and a 2 for 5. Kaya Hurst, a 3 and a 2 for 5. Olivia Dick and Brenna Martin started, have not scored. Jordan Tozer has played and has not scored. Tommies 2 of 2 at the foul line for 100%. 6 turnovers against Thompson, and the Tommies unofficially with 15 rebounds, 2 on the offensive side. Thompson 9 points in the first quarter, 18 in the second for their total of 27. For the Rugby Panthers, led by senior Kendall Hager with 2 threes and 1 of 2 at the foul line for 7, all those coming in the second quarter. Michael Heidelberg, 3 baskets for 6. Joran Junt, 2 baskets for 4. Peyton Hauck, a basket for 2. Janica Miller, a basket for 2. Lacey DePlaze is 1 of 2 at the line for 1. Elise Fonstock, Joey Wolf, and Savannah McCall have played for Rugby in the first half and have not scored. Panthers 2 of 4 at the line, 50%, 7 turnovers against Rugby, and the Panthers unofficially 12 rebounds, just 2 on the offensive side. Rugby 6 points in the first quarter, 16 in the second for their total of 22. As for foul trouble, there isn't any. No one in this game has more than 1 foul, and neither team got into the 1-and-1 in the first half. The first quarter was a little bit sloppy with 5 turnovers against Thompson and 4 against Rugby, but the teams have cleaned that up a bit, and we've got the good game that we thought we were going to get, with Thompson leading Rugby 27-22. We were tied 4 times, 2, 6, 12, and 19. We had 5 lead changes. Once again, it's Thompson, number 1 ranked in Class B, leading number 2 ranked Rugby 27-22. And in the Class B girls basketball poll, Thompson got all 16 first place votes. Rugby ranked 2nd, Central McLean 3rd, Kenmare Bowbells 4th, Central Cass ranked 5th. Then it's Shiloh Christian, the one team that has beaten Rugby this season, ranked 6th. Followed by Garrison, Oaks, Bowman County, and Mayport CG at number 10. Northern Cass also receiving some votes in Class B girls basketball. The Thompson girls trying to do what the Thompson boys did last night and defeat Rugby. That game was in Rugby, with the Thompson boys winning by 5. And they've now won 8 in a row. The boys poll this week, 4 Winds Minnewacan remains the number 1 team in Class B boys basketball. And by the way, they will be here in Thompson a week from tomorrow on the 11th. That'll be part of a girls and boys doubleheader. The girls will play Roseau, Minnesota first, and then it will be followed by the Thompson boys against 4 Winds Minnewacan. Back to the Class B boys basketball poll. Central Cass 2nd, Minot Bishop Bryan is 3rd, Sargent County 4th, and Ellendale 5th. Thompson, the Tommies, right at number 6, followed by Beulah, Shiloh Christian, Grafton, and Bowman County. North Border from Region 2 also getting some votes in this Class B boys basketball poll. And we'll have a new poll that comes out on Monday. And our halftime score once again is Thompson 27 and Rugby 22. We'll be back for the start of the second half after these messages on YourLiveEvent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000-plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
Have you adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Fact. High schools need every sports official they can find. Want to ensure that kids keep playing? Become an official and a leader. Over 25,000 North Dakota student athletes participate in statewide school-sponsored sports programs. Sports provide students with real-time training for real life. Teamwork and planning under pressure provide our young men and women with skills that will serve them throughout their lives. Without officials, high school sports wouldn't exist. It may be more.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
Welcome back to Thompson. Joe Lancello with you, girls high school basketball. Thompson will have the ball to start the third quarter, and they'll have their original starting five: Olivia Dick, Sydney Schwabe, Clara Stevens, Kaya Hurst, and Brenna Martin. Rugby still huddled, getting some instructions from Coach Jen Brossart. Rugby kind of had command of things early, but Thompson rallying in that first quarter and keeping control of things at second, where they've got a 5-point lead. Rugby with their original five: Kendall Hager, Joranne Junt, Peyton Hauk, Michael Heidelbaugh, and Joey Wolf. Schwabe with the basketball, finding Dick on the left block, back off for Martin, now Stevens, and now Schwabe. Dick for Hurst, driving wide of the lane. Kicks it back for Stevens. Missing from in close. And the rebound, Heidelbaugh. Nice job by Dick for the steal. Jumper is off. Rebound tied up. And on the arrow, the ball will go to Rugby. Panthers in the traveling black with white and orange. Hager loops it for Wolf, who scores. Joey Wolf's first basket. 27-24. Tommies break the press. Wait for reinforcements. Schwabe drives and is fouled. First foul of the second half on Rugby's Joranne Junt. That will be her, I've got that down for her second. First team foul of the second half. As Sydney Schwabe hits the first of two free throws. Schwabe, a 64.7% free throw shooter. Makes them both. Schwabe with 7, and the Tommies up by 5, 29-24. Hager around a screen. Michael Heidelbaugh. Hands for Wolf. Hauk was open in the left corner. Wolf looks inside, shot clock at 13. Ball poked away, and a takeaway for Schwabe, 2-0. And Olivia Dick with a layup. 31-24, Tommies equaling their biggest lead. Hager for Wolf in the lane, driving on Stevens and scoring. Wolf with her second basket, both in this half. Oh, that found its way through the crowd. Schwabe's shot blocked, and she'll be going back to the free throw line. Michael Heidelbaugh with the foul for Rugby, her first and the team's second. Schwabe made 2 of 2 just a moment ago and hits the first one here. Peyton Hauk out, and 23, Lacey DePlazes back into the game for Rugby. Schwabe makes them both. The junior with 9. And the Tommies again up by 7. Hager's pass out of Heidelbaugh's reach. 10 turnovers against Rugby. And Addison Sage, number 4, comes into the game for Thompson. And Martin will come out. Looked like Rugby was trying to get a little taller. Now the Tommies are going to try to go a little smaller and use their quickness perhaps. Dick for Hurst. Work it back off for Olivia Dick. Shovels for Schwabe. Into the lane and scores! Schwabe with 6 in the quarter. And the Tommies now up by 9, their biggest lead. Heidelbaugh holds, finds Wolf, and now DePlazes. Dumps down low for Heidelbaugh to score. Michael Heidelbaugh with 8. 35-28, 3 minutes gone in the third quarter. Tommy's looking for their 15th consecutive win on a travel called. 7th Thompson turnover. That's been the rare kind of turnover. Usually the turnovers have been passes thrown away or steals. Heidelbaugh crossing over. DePlazes with a 3. Doesn't go. Clara Stevens the rebound for Thompson. Sage. Stevens with a 3. Doesn't quite get it. Junked the rebound. Heidelbaugh for Wolf. Left block junked. Double teamed. Ball comes out to Wolf. Heidelbaugh scores. 10 for Heidelbaugh. And Rugby will take a short timeout. 4:05 to go on the third quarter rather, on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard, serving Thompson and surrounding communities. Talk with Chris for your insurance. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
At the Thompson Public School, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit the website tps-k12.org for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and information on the construction project and new addition at the Thompson Public School. Follow them on social media and find Tommy Pride with student updates and events with the Thompson Public Schools. Stay in touch with your children's education or find out why the Thompson Public Schools is right for you. tps-k12.org.
Rugby with 3 timeouts left. Thompson with all 5 of theirs remaining. With under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Thompson in the white and green leading Rugby 35-30. Sage for Tozer. Back for Olivia Dick. Pick and roll with Tozer. Jumper up and good. Jordan Tozer's first basket. (37-30), Thompson in front. They've led since late in the first quarter. Pass picked off by Stevens. Dick, nice job threading the needle for Schwabe. Ball tipped out of bounds as Rugby did well getting back on defense. Tommies will keep the ball 30 on the shot clock. Dick, left corner 3, short. Tozer got the offensive rebound. No shot clock. We got an official timeout. Is there a question about the shot clock? What they're talking about I'm not sure. Well, we're good in any event. And also Elise Fonstock, number 3, comes into the game for Rugby to replace Junt. Tommy's inbound, 24 on the shot clock. Tozer for Dick, Sage. Tozer near the right Coffin corner. She'll drive the baseline. Skip it out. 3 from Schwabe. Bingo! 14 for Sydney Schwabe. 40-30. Tommy's up by double figures. A Heidelbaugh 3 is good. She's got 13. Thompson in the lead, 40-33. Less than 2.5 to go, third quarter. Tozer for Sage. Dick open. Stevens open the right block. Shot didn't go. And the rebound, Wolf. Hager across midcourt. Guarded by Schwabe. Ball poked away and a takeaway by Dick. 3-on-1. Stevens to finish. 10 for Stevens. 42-33. Heidelbaugh on the right block. Back for Hager. Heidelbaugh for Wolf. And a pushing foul on the Tommies. That'll be their second foul of the half. There have not been many fouls in this game. The foul on Stevens is her first. Well, I had her down for just one. Apparently there are 2 against her. Rugby off the inbound. Fonstock for Hager. Wolf for Heidelbaugh. A 3 for Hager. That's her third 3 of the game. Kendall Hager with 10. (42-36). And Addison Sage with the basket. Sage with 11. Thompson by 8 with under a minute to go in the half. Hager for DePlazes and a foul. And 2 free throws for Lacey DePlazes. Jordan Tozer commits the Thompson foul. That's her second. And just 2 on Thompson in the half. First free throw off. Olivia Dick in, Sydney Schwabe out for Thompson. DePlazes now 1 of 3 at the free throw line today. Second free throw short, missed them both. Tozer the rebound. 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Oh, wide open. Kaya Hurst. Hurst with 7. 46-36. And a steal. Dick with a 3. Bingo! Dick with 5. 49-36. Final seconds of the third quarter. Hager with a drive and a basket. And that's the end of the third quarter. On the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard, serving Thompson and surrounding communities, talk with Chris for your insurance. After 3, number 1 ranked Thompson 49, number 2 ranked Rugby 38. Fourth quarter after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Back at Thompson, Joe Lancello with you. Thompson led 9-6 after the first quarter, 27-22 at the half. After 3 quarters, the lead is 49-38. 13 turnovers against Rugby, and that's the deciding factor in this game, I would think. Thompson with 7 turnovers, but only 2 of those after the first quarter. So the Tommies have done a much better job of keeping the ball. Clara Stevens, ball poked out of bounds by Fonstock, and it will stay with the Tommies with 23 on the shot clock. Stevens, Martin, Dick, Schwabe, and Kyer Hurst, the 5 on the floor for Thompson, their original starting 5. Stevens left sideline. For Dick, back for Stevens. Driving in the lane short. Was not able to get her own rebound. Hauk got it instead for Rugby. Heidelbaugh stops to the right. I thought she picked up her dribble and started again. Wolf with an offensive rebound. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with the Rugby Panthers. Elise Fonstock, Peyton Hauk, Mikkel Heidelbaugh, Joey Wolf, and Kendall Hager, the 5 on the floor for the Panthers. Heidelbaugh's jumper no good. Offensive rebound and a shot by Hager no good. Stevens with the rebound for Thompson. And a nice job by Hager getting back on defense to block the pass away from Martin. The ball will stay with Thompson with 31 on the shot clock. Under 7 minutes to play. Stevens turnaround doesn't get it in the rebound, Hager. Fonstock on the right corner, out for Hager. Hauk for Wolf. Hager drives, lost the ball. 14th turnover against the Panthers. Dick for Martin. Schwabe room to drive. Nice job by Heidelbaugh to block the ball out of bounds. It will stay with Thompson with 22 on the shot clock and 6:19 to play in the fourth quarter. Hurst throws it deep for Schwabe. 2-3 zone by Rugby. Hurst driving, tried to dish it off, and Hurst will be called for an offensive foul. 3rd on Thompson in the half, and the 2nd on Hurst. Hurst, Tozer, and Stevens 2 fouls apiece for Thompson. For Rugby, Junt has 2, and no one else more than 1. Not a lot of fouls in this game. Neither team made it to the bonus in the first half. Hauk driving, and a steal by Olivia Dick. Dick for Martin. Schwabe from the left with a 3. That doesn't go. Stevens, the offensive rebound. No. Martin, the offensive rebound. Yes! Brenna Martin's first basket. 51-38. Number 1 ranked Thompson up by 13 over the number 2 ranked Rugby Panthers. Nice give and a basket for Elise Fonstock. (51-40). Schwabe for Hurst. Back for Schwabe. Tommy's doing well moving the ball. Ball came off Heidelbaugh out of bounds. It will stay with Thompson. Addison Sage in, Brenna Martin out. 11 on the shot clock. Hurst throws it deep. Quickly for Hurst with a 3, long. Stevens, the offensive rebound, and she was fouled. Clara Stevens on the line with 4:47 to play in the fourth quarter. Heidelbaugh commits the foul for Rugby, her second and the team's third of the second half. Clara Stevens 10 points, 2 of 2 at the foul line. Free throw in and out. Tommies had made their first 6 from the line before that. First miss of the evening. And the second free throw missed. Rebound finally controlled by Heidelbaugh. Almost thrown away. Wolf able to retrieve it. Heidelbaugh for Fonstock. Wolf. Heidelbaugh looks for a cutter, finds Hager with a 3. Yes! Kendall Hager has 4 threes tonight and 15 points on the game for Rugby. 8-point Thompson lead with 4:15 to play. Sage down low for Clara Stevens. 53-43. Stevens with a dozen. And Hager lost the dribble. Sage didn't get it. Heidelbaugh got the rebound. More than midway through the fourth quarter. Rugby down 10. Heidelbaugh for Hager. She was fouled. Okay. Schwabe with a foul, her second. That's 4 on Thompson and a half. I may not be Expedia.com, but I thought that was travel. Kendall Hager, 1 of 2 at the foul line. And she'll shoot her free throws after this timeout. On the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard, serving Thompson and surrounding communities. Talk with Chris for your insurance. 3:27 to play. Thompson up by 10 over Rugby. Back after this.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Rugby with only 2 timeouts remaining now with 3:27 to play. Thompson with all 5 of theirs. And one of those could come in handy just in case of a... It was Jordan Junt who was fouled, actually, and not Kendall Hager. Beg your pardon. And Junt with the first free throw, her first time at the line tonight. The senior with 5 points. Make it 60. She gets them both. 53-45, Thompson by 8. Full court pressure from Rugby. Schwabe into the front court. Olivia Dick and now Sage White-Coffin corner. Hurst driving, triple team. Comes for Stevens. Dick in the left corner. Sage for Dick. 10 on the shot clock and the pass thrown away. A Heidelbaugh interception. Under 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Fonstock for Wolf in the left block. For Heidelbaugh, free throw line jumper in and out. Stevens another rebound. Olivia Dick with 2:34 to go in the fourth quarter. Thompson up 8. 3-possession game. Schwabe for Hurst. 10 on the shot clock. Stevens shot blocked. Hauk with the block, and Heidelbach came away with it. Kendall Hager will come back in for Rugby at the next break. Kick ball is the call. And it will stay with Rugby. Hager in, Hauk out. And Hager with 4 threes is someone the Tommies are going to have to watch defensively. There's a 3, too strong. Hurst the rebound. Ahead for Sage through the crowd, laid it up and in. 13 for Sage. 55-45. Under 2 minutes to play. Hager for Wolf. Fonstock. Pass broken up by Sage. Goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Thompson. Turnover 17 against Rugby. Coach Jen Brossard of Rugby said in the pregame show a key was going to be to not turn the ball over, but they've turned it over 17 times. And the Tommies will take their first timeout with 1:32 to play. It's a short timeout on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard, serving Thompson and surrounding communities. Talk with Chris for your insurance. Thompson 55, Rugby 45. 14 for Schwabe, Stevens with 12. 13 for Sage to lead a balanced Thompson scoring attack. For Rugby, 15 for Kendall Hager, 13 for Michael Heidelbach. Possession arrow favors Rugby. But the Tommies have the ball now with under 1.5 minutes to play. Schwabe for Dick. Schwabe open left corner 3, too long. Dick with the offensive rebound, 10 on the shot clock. Stevens on top for Hurst. Schwabe. Well, the Tommies called a timeout with 1:02 to play. On the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard, serving Thompson and surrounding communities. Talk with Chris for your insurance. Thompson up by 10 with time running out. Back after this.
The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro wants to thank all of its members and everyone who played the course during the 2022 golf season. We appreciate all the local and area golfers who played our 9-hole course and look forward to seeing you again in the spring. Goose River Golf Club is just a short drive from Fargo and Grand Forks. Call 218-779-2658 for more information or visit our website, gooserivergolfclub.com.
Far as timeouts go, Rugby with 2 left, Thompson 3 left. Neither team close to the 1-1. Unless we get some serious hackorama going in the next few seconds. 4 fouls against Thompson, 3 against Rugby in the half. And the possession arrow favors Rugby. Time running out, shot blocked, and that'll be a shot clock violation against Thompson. Rugby basketball with under 1 minute to play. They're down 10, 4-possession game. Heidelbach for Fonstock. Hager for Heidelbach. Long off-balance 3 doesn't go. And the long rebound will go to Thompson. 37 seconds to play in regulation. And the Tommies on the verge of their 15th consecutive victory. And a win against the number 2 ranked team in the state. Dick for Schwabe. Addison Sage from the free throw line, no. And Wolf the rebound. Fawnstock's pass, overshot jumps, and this will belong to Thompson. The Tommies, number 1 ranked in the state, win their 15th in a row and go to 16-1 in the season. Rugby, number 2 in the state, drops to 15-2. And you never know, we might see these two again at states. The final on the Chris Moe Nodak Insurance Company scoreboard, Thompson 55, Rugby 45. We'll hear from Coach Jason Brend of Thompson and one of the Tommy players and run down the scoring and more when we return after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most.
In Grand Forks and Lakota, see Chris Moen, your agent with answers.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source from sunup to sundown. They're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance. Protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
And welcome back to Thompson. Joe Lancello with you. Class B girls basketball, the number 1 ranked Thompson Tommies have beaten the 2nd ranked Rugby Panthers 55-45. The Tommies have now won 15 in a row. They improved to 16-1 on the season. Rugby is now 15-2 on the year. And their second loss in a little more than a week. They had lost to Shiloh Christian last week Saturday by a score of 61-54. Rugby had control in the early going. It was kind of a sloppy start. Both teams turning the ball over quite a bit in that opening quarter. Rugby had a 6-2 lead, which would be their biggest. But it would be Thompson finishing the quarter on a 7-0 run, and they led 9-6 after the first quarter. We had 5 lead changes and 4 ties overall. The last tie was at 19. And Thompson would take charge and lead at the end of the half, 27-22. And Thompson would stay in front. They led at 49-38 after 3. Their biggest margin, 13 points. They had that once in the third quarter and once in the fourth. But they did not let the lead get away, and the Tommies win it by a score of 55-45. Checking our final stats, brought to you by Christian Motors in Fertile. They've got a great, huge selection of used vehicles. You can see them at christianmotors.com and also at christiancarsonline.com. Leading the way for Thompson, they had 3 players in double figures. Sydney Schwabe with 2 threes, 2 twos, 4 of 4 at the line for 14. Addison Sage, again the spark off the bench with a 3-pointer and 5 twos for 13. Clara Stevens, 5 baskets, 2 of 4 at the line for 12. And Claire with a good job on the boards tonight. Kaya Hurst, a 3 and 2 twos for 7. Olivia Dick, a 3 and a 2 for 5. Brenna Martin, a basket for 2. Jordan Tozer, a basket for 2. Thompson, 6 of 8 at the foul line, 75%. 9 turnovers against Thompson. They had 5 of those turnovers came in the first quarter. But then the Tommies did a much better job of holding on to the basketball. Thompson also unofficially 26 rebounds, 7 on the offensive side. Thompson with 9 points in the first quarter, 18 in the second, 22 in the third, 6 in the fourth for their total of 55. For the Rugby Panthers, they had 2 players in double figures. Kendall Hager with 4 threes, a 2-pointer, and 1 of 2 at the line for 15. Michael Heidelbaugh with a 3-pointer and 5 twos for 13. Joanne Junt with 2 baskets, 2 of 2 at the line for 6. Joey Wolf, 2 baskets for 4. Elise Fonstock, a basket for 2. Peyton Houck, a basket for 2. Janica Miller, a basket for 2. Lacey DePlazes, DePlazes 1 of 4 at the foul line for 1. Savannah McCall played briefly and did not score. Rugby 4 of 8 at the free throw line, 50%. 18 turnovers against the Panthers. And Rugby unofficially with 24 rebounds, 5 on the offensive side. Rugby 6 points in the first quarter, 16 in the second, 16 in the third, 7 in the fourth for their total of 45. And Rugby will be in action again tomorrow. They've got a game at North Star. And then they will start their District 11 tournament and then the Region 6 tournament the following week. Thompson off now until Tuesday when they host Hetton Northwood, and we'll have that for you here on yourliveevent.com. In the JV game earlier tonight, it was Thompson beating Rugby 40-35. We'll continue with our post-game show. We're going to talk with Jason Brent, the coach of the Tommies, and one of his players. And we'll do that after we have these words on yourliveevent.com.
Have you adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Fact. High schools need every sports official they can find. Want to ensure that kids keep playing? Become an official and a leader. Over 25,000 North Dakota student athletes participate in statewide school-sponsored sports programs. Sports provide students with real-time training for real life. Teamwork and planning under pressure provide our young men and women with skills that will serve them throughout their lives. Without officials, high school sports wouldn't exist. It may be more.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
We make products that last decades. Being able to stand behind our products and having something that is so known for that is awesome.
And welcome back to Thompson. The Tommies beating Rugby tonight, 55-45. Joined now by Addison Sage, freshman guard for the Tommies, who had 13 points. We talked with Coach Brennan about you before the game in a nice way, and about the spark you provide off the bench. And son of a gun, you did it again tonight.
Yeah, we knew that we were going to come into the game. We came in with the mentality knowing that they were going to be a really good team. So I think it was overall a really good team win. We pushed the ball well. We crashed the boards. Everybody played their part, and it was just a fun win.
It was kind of a sloppy start with a lot of turnovers against both teams, but you were able to settle down better than they did.
Yeah, the beginning of the game, we couldn't make a shot. We couldn't find one, but throughout the game, I think we got more comfortable and we started to slow down and move the ball, and that's where we found our win.
They were a bigger team than you are and a more experienced team too, but that didn't seem to bother you guys.
Yeah, we move the ball well, and we know, like, no matter like how small we are or how like many players we have on our team, we know that if we just work together and work as a team, we can win.
And you got them to turn the ball over. It was kind of an odd game because there were not many. I can only think of maybe one traveling call or something like that, but everything else was just steals and takeaways.
Yeah, lots of turnovers in the beginning of the game, but gradually as we kept moving, we slowed down and we just stayed calm, moved the ball. We got a lot of boards off of like dribbles and kicks, and it just worked out.
15 straight wins. How's that feel?
It feels really good, and I'm excited.
This perhaps the biggest win with a 15?
Yes.
And who knows, you might see this team again come March.
Yes, we are very excited, and we know that again if we get to play them, it's going to be a tough game too.
Addison Sage, also our energy player of the game, brought to you by Enbridge. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And as our energy player of the game, Addison Sage receives a T-shirt from Enbridge and R&J Broadcasting. You want to show the folks what you got? There you go. All right. Got a future in the modeling biz, I guess. Addison Sage, thanks very much. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Addison Sage, our energy player of the game, brought to you by Enbridge. And also, we'll have Coach Jason Brennan come over in just a couple of minutes now. Kind of have the changing of the guard going on here as Thompson beating Rugby 55-45, number 1 in the state, beating number 2 in the state. I was saying to Addison, it was kind of a sloppy start to the game on both teams' parts with so many turnovers, but you were able to hang on to the ball and force them to not hang on to it.
Yeah, I think both teams kind of came out running in the red in the RPMs. You know, everybody was pretty excited. We knew it was a big game. You know, it's a great opponent over there in Rugby, and we know what they've done. I know they had one loss on the year, and that was playing without Heidebaugh, who questionably is their best player. So, you know, we were hoping to get off to a good start. We didn't necessarily, but we held them as well, and they were kind of in the same boat as us. So, you know, they always say it's not how you start the game, it's how you finish. So I guess that was kind of what we had to look at that point.
And Addison Sage, as we talked about in the pregame show, and as I just talked about with her a couple of moments ago, again providing that spark off the bench for you.
Yeah, you know, we love that spot for her. You know, it's a role that not every kid in her shoes would like or would handle. You know, and you're scoring double digits coming off the bench, you probably feel like you should be starting, and you know what? For most teams, she probably would be. But, you know, she understands her role on our team. She understands, you know, that it's not about her, it's about the team. And we're thrilled to have her because she gives us just that great spark. She brings a lot of energy. You know, we talk about her scoring quite a bit. Where she's really improved is on the defensive side as well. And, you know, that's really earned her even more minutes as the season's been going on.
Somebody else I want to give kudos to is Clara Stevens, who had 12 points, and also, I don't know if she had double-digit rebounds, but she certainly did a really good job there for you.
Yeah, it sure seemed like it. She's had a great week of practice. In fact, the coaches, we've mentioned it a couple times this week, how she's just been a monster in practice going against some of our younger bigs. And, you know, it's nice to see that reflect now onto the games because she's a good basketball player, you know, and then she's kind of realizing that she's a senior and this is her time. This is her moment. And it really started with the rebounding and defensively, you know, because we've stretched her. She's not always just in the paint anymore. She's getting outside there a little bit, especially on the defensive side. And, you know, we're just thrilled with where she is and where she's been coming from. You know, she's just really improving her game right now.
And Sydney Schwabe with another solid effort, 14 points, and I'm sure she'll show up high in the steals and the assist numbers.
Yeah, Sid's just a great basketball player, and you know, she's kind of a calming factor to our team. She's a very smart basketball player to where she understands what a good shot is. You know, early on in her career, she maybe would have attacked and kind of got herself into trouble, but she's learned where to, you know, attack, where to, you know, maybe use a quick stop and kick it out. And, you know, I don't know if there's many players that can hit a three as well as her when it's kicked out to her. She's got a dead look at that rim.
To paraphrase Clint Eastwood, a girl's got to learn her limitations.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, it's a game of skill and it's a game of smarts. So if you don't understand what you can and can't do, you can get yourself into trouble, and that doesn't help the team. And she's learned, you know, what really benefits our team. And in the role that she's taken on this year, in a sense, it's been a kind of quiet leadership because she understands what's going on and the other kids recognize that, and it's really helped everybody.
15 straight wins. Is that the longest winning streak you've been associated with?
No. I guess a few years back we lost our first game of the year, and then we didn't lose again until the semifinals at state. But, you know, nonetheless, we're happy with it. You know, I guess more than the winning streak, it's just the matter that I feel like we're continuing to get better. You know, we really challenge ourselves in practice, and, you know, if they're not aggressive in practice and if they're not pushing each other there, we're not going to get better. And the fact that we do that every day shows how bad these kids want it. You know, they're hungry. They love each other, and they're willing to go out to battle with each other every day.
Now a couple of days off, and you're back in action here at home on Tuesday, back in Region 2 play against Hatton Northwood.
Yeah, you know, in reality, that's probably a bigger game than today was. You know, I get the whole rankings and making that a big deal, but Hatton Northwood's a solid team, you know, and they're in our region, and we need those region points. So we're going to have to, you know, take a little time off here this weekend and come back Monday and work hard to get better and prepare for Hatton Northwood, because if we don't show up with an A game against them, they're a team that can nick you, and that's something that we just can't right now let happen, considering we want to work towards that number 1 seed into the regional tournament.
All right, Jason Brennan, coach of the Thompson Tommies, winners over number 2 ranked Rugby 55-45. Congratulations, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
All right, see you Tuesday. Thanks, Joe.
Jason Brennan, coach of the Thompson Tommies, as the Tommies, ranked number 1 of the state, defeat number 2 Rugby 55-45. And time now for our Precision Player of the Game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises, your local precision planning dealer. We're less than 90 days until spring planning. Yep, 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are there any upgrade options decided on, and have you purchased those? Well, RDK Enterprises can help. Spring will be here before you know it, regardless of what the groundhog said the other day, and RDK Enterprises will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. And our Precision Player of the Game, Sydney Schwabe, the junior point guard, precise with 4 of 4 at the free throw line, plus 2 threes and 2 twos for 14 points. Sydney Schwabe, our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. And that is going to do it for us tonight here from Thompson. More great basketball coming up on YourLiveEvent.com, so check the website and check the listings and share this game with your friends and let them see just how good a basketball team the Thompson Tommies girls are. From Thompson, for Mickey on camera, thanks to our sponsors, thanks to all of you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Joe Lancello. The final score once again, number 1 ranked Thompson 55, number 2 ranked Rugby 45. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you again soon. Good night, everyone.